Hey, party people. A few weeks ago, I did a cheap marker review for y'all where I compared 4 different brands of markers that are in the cheapest that I could find online. So basically, a viewer named Howard Brook asked me to test the Lightfastness by setting these partially covered by an open window, which is what I did. I left February 21st. Today is March 7th, and they have been undisturbed. So, let's open these up now. This one is the Rose Art. Oh, dang, look. This is a 100-pound Bristol board. Okay, so it's thick paper. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Okay, so while I have certain misgivings about the Rose Art markers right now, look at that. There is no fading. You can't see any kind of lines where the paper was because it didn't fade in the sun. I mean, granted, this shit is still hella ugly. But I think this one, see, I remember distinctly in the video that I shot that this was a much orangier color, much darker color. And this faded. Like, I didn't cover half of it, but I can tell this faded. So maybe this color is one that fades in the Rose Art. But these greens and blues and browns, they all look pretty good. Now, Sargent Art was my favorite. And, oh, look at that. No. You can see right there. It's so clearly faded. You see that crisp line where my Bristol was. Man. Sargent, I was on your side, man. Okay, well there you don't see that line. So maybe it's just some colors. The pinks and purples did not fare well. Neither did the orange. You see how light that is right there? And then over here, the colors are still really vibrant. Okay, so in 2 different brands, the oranges do not like the sun. Which is ironic, right? Because that's the color of the sun. Whatever. Anyway. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks nice. Stick. Okay. And these, no fading. I can see no line where the paper was covering half of these swatches. Okay, so with the Sargent, the orange and the purples and the pinks, they fade. Reds and greens and blues do not. All right. And Crayola, which so far has been my second choice in the cheap marker brands. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay. No line of fading. Also, no line. I'm doing this orange last because I have a feeling. And again, yes, the red stays put. Both reds, the light red and the dark red. Oh! Check it out, y'all. With the Crayola, the orange did not fade at all, whereas the orange on the other 2 brands faded. Maybe Crayola is inching up for the top slot. And it might be worth the fact that it's like 35 cents a marker as opposed to Sargent's 18 cents a marker. All right, that was cool. So I'm going to continue with this series with different media, color pencils and paints and whatnot. And as I mentioned in the first video, I am going to be testing these markers out on cheaper paper. I have a bunch of different kinds of paper to test everything out on, but I wanted to see how these markers perform without me changing a whole lot of variables around, because this is the marker paper that I use, you know, for 99.9% of my marker renderings. All right, so those videos are coming up. I will see you soon.